Welcome to the Brook in Newark, Delaware. I'll meet here every Sunday, and thank God to you to join us in this broadcast. Grateful for you to be with us. What we do and what God has called us to do is, first of all, as a local body, the Brook means or stands for, of course, it means a small river, but it is a river. We are called so much to be alive, to bring life to this generation in our city, in our region, in this nation of the world, and we are quite excited to have you join us with us. Today's message and today's sermon, we're talking about changing gears. For most of you who've driven a standard vehicle, here we call them a stick vehicle, you start with the first gear, and as you drive, the RPM picks up and you see it going up. And what happens is, if you don't shift your gears, you're messing up your transmission, your powertrain. And I think that's so many people have been in life and doing life. I'm going to read a few verses here and show you why it's important to move forward, to up your level, to change everything. And that's what we've been sharing and talking about. First of all, as a ministry here, we are changing gears. We are upping our level. We've been on a specific level for some time, and it is time to move forward and do the next thing. Joel chapter 2 says this. Joel chapter 2 talks about an army that is rising. Chapter 4 says, and the appearance is like the appearance of horses, and like war horses, so they run. With the noise of chariots, they leap on the top of mountains, like the crackling of flame of fire consuming the stubble. Like a mighty people arranged for battle. Before them, the people are in anguish, all faces turn pale. They run like mighty men, they climb the wall like soldiers, they march in line, nor do they deviate from their path. They do not crowd each other, they march everyone in his path. When they burst throughout the defenses, they do not break rank. They rush on the city, they run on the wall, they climb into houses, they enter through the windows like a thief. Before them the earth quakes, the heavens tremble, the sun and moon grow dark, and the stars lose their brightness. The Lord utters his voice before his army. Surely his camp is very great, for strong is he who carries out his word. The day of the Lord is indeed great and very awesome. In context, it's a description of Babylonian army that is about to invade Judah. That's in context of this verse. But what amazes me, first of all, it talks about Joel says this is his army, it's God's army. What amazes me about this verse is their order and their discipline as they keep their rank, as they move forward. Now, in those days, you've seen probably old ancient movies, how they had battle array. One of the things is it's hard to keep the formation. There's a formation they have. It's hard to keep a formation. You're moving and engaging an enemy, especially when you're breaking a wall or going through a city. They are so organized and disciplined, and what today was means for us, first of all, as a body of believers. One of the descriptions that we are called is an army, and an army. Then some army is a discipline, the ability to keep discipline and do what it's supposed to do, and operate as a unit. And this is what we see with these people. And the challenge we have, especially in churches, of course, everybody wants to do their own thing. But not only even that, is being able to the same page. Everybody sing together at the same time. We can move forward, because as a leader, there's that challenge of you want to move forward, but yet you have to understand that you have various people in and among you. You have those who are weak, those who are strong. One of the synonyms given as a leader is as a shepherd, and you see when one is heading a sheep, those are the young ones, and then those which are probably injured, have had their feet and probably broken their legs. And one of the things that is hard to do is keep them all the same pace that is sustainable, because you, especially with the migration, shepherds up in the regions of the earth that migrate a great deal. They have to keep up a speed to a certain speed, because if you don't move fast enough, they will not get food. Yet if they go slow, or rather if they go slow enough, they will not get food. If they go too fast, then the young ones and the small ones won't be able to make it. But what is the message here today is, as much as everybody's in different level, we have to be the same level. It's time for those who are hard, like I've said, to get over it. We have to get over the past. For you to move forward on the things you have to do in life, you have to move forward. Forget about the past. There's nothing you can do about it. It's done. What people said about you, what you've gone through, you can reel on and say, woe is me, and feel sad and feel and have a pity party. But it's time to move forward.
Church that you would desire, like to be seen, break down our pride, all the ones who built up inside, a earthly mountain on our desire. Lay at your feet. Rise and hope, rise. Darkness tremble in your holy light. And every eye will see Jesus great and mighty to be praised. God of all grace, glorious in all of your ways. The majesty, the wonder and grace, mighty to be
And the time is now. A good example you will see is in Joshua. I'm just going to read this verse in Joshua, Joshua 7. It's a says this: but the sons of Israel acted unfaithfully in regard to the things under their ban. For Achan the son of Kamri, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah from the tribe of Judah took some of the things under their ban. Therefore the anger of the Lord burned against Israel. Now Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is Bethaven east of Bethel, and said to them, go up and spy out the land. Now we know what happened. They went and spied the land and they started engaging. This is what happened. So about 3,000 men from the people went up there, but they fled from the men of Ai. The men of Ai struck down about 36 of their men and pursued them from the gate as far as Shebarim and struck them down this and so that the hearts of people melted and became as water. They became fearful. Now, these are guys who just vanquished a fortified city. It's fallen flat without much of their military effort. So they said, hey, Ai is much a small city, smaller than Jericho, smaller than Jericho, of course. So let us send a small contingent. We'll just beat them. So they go, they send a small army, probably 3,000 here. That's part of a division. And guess what? They show up and they are thoroughly beaten. Of course, we know what happened. The Bible says because Achan had sinned. Now, look at Joshua's response. And this is so much us when stuff happens to us. And then Joshua tore his clothes and fell to the earth and his face before the ark of the Lord until the evening, both he and the elders of Israel. And they put dust on their heads. And they said, Alas, O God, why did you ever bring these people over the Jordan? This is what happens to us when we face challenges. Things don't work our way. Like, hey, oh God, I thought you were gonna help me. I thought you're gonna be for us. What happened? Why? We ask this question, why? Now look at God's response. It says, so the Lord said to Joshua, rise up. Why is it that you've fallen on your face? Get up, Joshua. It's nice that you're feeling sorry about it, but get up. You need to get up. Deal with the problem, deal with the sin, and that's what Joshua did. Now, this is us in life. All the time we do things, we engage in enterprise, whether it's work, whether it's school, whether it's marriage, whatever it is, and it fails. It miserably fails. We fail, we screw up, and we'll feel sorry about it. Most people will not feel sorry about it, will be angry about it and bitter. But here's the question, and here's not so much the point. You will not be able to move forward into the next thing and engage, because their task was to get the land. Their task was to conquer the land. Him being on his face, as much as he was sorry about what happened, and it wasn't going to solve anything else. Because get up, Joshua. Israel has sinned. You need to take care of the problem and get over it and move forward. So for those who've been injured in life and have been hurt, yes, people have hurt you. One thing you gotta do is get up and get over it. Get over it. Paul said this in Philippians. He said, one thing I do is I forget the past. You have to forget the past. And I press on. You cannot press on forward if you still hold into the past. Yes, it has happened. Maybe you screwed up, maybe people hurt you. It doesn't change the fact that it's the past. The only thing you can do is learn from the past, learn from your mistakes, learn from what happened, and move forward and get to the next level. Because this is what we happen, and we see in this country. People come here, especially Kenyans, come here, and there's this. We stick in the same gear for such a long time. You try something, it fails. You try something, it doesn't work out. Or you hear somebody tried this, didn't work out. So guess what? You're on gear one for the longest time.
We will shout.